Hello and welcome to Pharmacoms TV. Today we are talking to David Winneberger of Siemens Healthineers. Welcome, David. Firstly, can you give us some background to your role in Siemens Healthineers?
I'm with Siemens Healthineers and have the great pleasure to work with a great team, which has the heart at the center of everything. So within cardiovascular care, and I'm responsible for the global marketing. And in addition, I have the privilege to oversee as well the arrhythmias business as a hobby.
Can you talk about digital transformation in your own marketing department and then more widely?
Today, it's I would even say it's 80% self-driven or customer-driven, that they inform with their peers is one thing, not that much of digital, maybe some WhatsApp or calls in between or FaceTime calls, to looking really at how does the journey of a customer actually look like from an in-person and digital perspective through the different phases, from awareness to the loyalty phase, and analyzed and made a gap analysis, looking at what are we doing today, connecting the dots between CRM systems and the sales systems, for example, is one of our key pillars within Siemens Healthineers.
Have you been involved in many webinars during the pandemic, and what's your experience been like?
Me and my team, we are a bit radical on this, because I'm not, as I said, I'm not the believer in that the old way, I really call it the old way of conferences will come back. Because from a pure investment and what do we gain out of the investment didn't work. So we set it up a 4-pillar strategy. And there were 2 things important to us in regard to setting up an own webinar platform is one thing, that people register, that they non-commercial. That was one of the key things, but from a pure target audience analysis, cardiologists, they don't want to see promotional material. If they want, they go to YouTube or on our website, but they want to have clinical content. And therefore, we initiated the CVC or cardiovascular webinar series, where we push, let's say, every month or every second month a webinar, purely focusing on a dedicated target group. And so far, comparing to what we know from other medtech or device companies, the results are awesome, I have to say. I'm super proud of the team. How can you imagine that you do a webinar with a no-show rate of 0%? Everyone who registered came actually and ended up in the webinar, which I haven't seen before. And we don't talk about 5 visitors, we talk about more than 300 or attendees. So that is good. And we see that especially the focus on a clinical topic, which is interesting for the community, is the thing which grabs actually the interest.
Can you tell us about your recent AOR campaign for a visualization of a heart center?
So the idea was that we have a printout or a 3D printed model of that heart center, which was showcased on one of the conferences like 2 years ago. And with an app on the iPad, you were able to transform that into an AR model, that you have photorealistic information about the system, how it looks. You could interact with the system, and we could use that as well for basic marketing messaging, so that there were the key messages that everyone could actually interact with it. And while they were waiting in the line for the coffee bar, everyone had the chance to experience our different solutions within cardiovascular care. It's all about having a hyper-connected world where you see and can experience how a solution feels.